Hi guys, you're welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, you're welcome. My name is Chima Udeji and I'm a teens coach. And if you're a returning subscriber, I'm happy to have you. Thank you for always watching my videos. Today's video is the third part of the pornography series. We've talked about why we shouldn't watch pornography and how to overcome pornographic addictions. Well, today we want to help our parents discover how they can talk to their teenagers about pornography. If you're ready, let's jump right in. So, many parents find it difficult to talk to their teenagers about sex or the issue of pornography because they feel the topic is very uncomfortable, or they feel like if they talk to their teenagers about sex, that they will stir up their curiosity and the teenagers will go and start, doing their own research on sex. Well, that may be true, but it's always better to talk to your teenagers about sex. Let them hear it from you first, okay? Because one thing our parents need to understand is that your teenager is going to see pornography. Whether you argue with me till tomorrow, it's not a matter of if they will see pornography, it's a matter of when. In fact, as you're watching me right now, it's possible that your teenagers have already seen pornography, and if you don't take action now, if you don't talk to them about it, they will keep veering off in the wrong direction. But if you bring out time and talk to them about it, you're going to help them to have a good understanding and a good knowledge of what sex is and why pornography is bad for them. Now, when talking to your teenagers about pornography, there are a few things I would like you to note. First of all, you have to be bold about it, because if you're talking about it in a shy way or in a timid way, you're going to make your teenager want to protect you from the truth. Now, what do I mean by that? If you're feeling very uncomfortable or feeling like, or talking as if you're not sure of what you're saying when you're speaking to a teenager about pornography or about sexuality, your teenager is going to feel like this topic makes mommy very uncomfortable or this topic makes daddy very uncomfortable. So let me spare her, the details. Like, let me not share with her what I've seen in my classroom or what I've had my friends say. Like, you make them feel like they should protect you and they won't open up to you. So you have to be very bold about it. The same way that you talk to them about not lying, don't lie, don't steal. The same way you talk to them about read your books, you teach them a lot of things at home. You already have influence over your teenagers. Using the same influence, you have to also talk to them boldly and bravely about pornography. You can choose to find a more comfortable environment. If you feel like they will not open up to you at home, you can take them out, for ice cream or anywhere they'll be comfortable to talk to you about a topic like sex or pornography, and just try to gist with them. While talking to your teenagers, help them to understand that they can always come to you with such issues. Like, make the communication very open. Talk to them on a general note on what sex is all about, or what pornography is all about, and then ask them very important questions to get to know what they think. Okay, don't just go in with the mindset of preaching to them that pornography is bad. Try to find out what they already know about pornography. Ask them questions like, what have you ever seen pornography before? When you first saw it, who gave it to you, or how did you stumble on it? How did you feel about it? Did you feel excited about watching it, or did you feel like it's wrong? Do you feel like sex is risky? Ask them such questions. Try to know what they think. Also, find out from them, when you watch pornography, does it stir you up sexually? Do you feel like you want to have sex? So when you ask them questions like this and you get their answers, it makes it easier for you to know what to talk to them about. So apart from explaining to them that pornography is bad and telling them every detail about their sexuality and helping them to understand everything about healthy sex, try to ask them questions to know what they already know, and then using the answers they will give you, advise them properly. Furthermore, I also like our parents to know that when you're talking to your teenagers about pornography, especially if you actually discover that your teenager have already seen pornography, if you maybe, whether you call them red-handed, or maybe their younger siblings came and reported to you, or somehow you discover that your teen has already been exposed to pornography, I would like our parents to be careful how they talk to their teens about the topic, because there's a way you talk to them, you make them feel hot or make them feel like they have displease you or you don't love them anymore simply because they watch pornography. You have to come to them in a very simple manner of approach, so that they will understand that they are forgiving for watching pornography, and you're not angry with them or you don't hate them simply because they watched pornography. So don't use shameful words. Don't say things like, you want to embarrass me, what will people say, is this the book I sent you to read, blah blah. Like, don't come so hard on them, because the truth is that this pornography is everywhere. Like I said in my previous videos, they might even be surfing the internet for topics, assignments they gave them at school, and a site pops up, and that's why you need to activate the Google Safe Search. So they may have stumbled on it by accident. It could even be their friends at school that showed them the pornography. So you don't just come judgmentally like that to them and make them feel bad or make them feel like the worst people on earth. So you have to approach them gently, and like I said earlier, try to understand what they already know. Now, when your teenager tells you that they are watching pornography because they want to know more about sex, help them to understand that pornography is not real sex. Okay, also, another approach you can use is try to get them to sympathize with those actors, because in pornography now, those actors and actresses, they are being paid to do what they do. They are paid to pretend as if they are enjoying the sex, whether they are enjoying it or not. So talk to your teenager about that. Help them to sympathize with, like, is it even right for somebody to pretend as if they are enjoying sex when they are not enjoying it? And again, pornography is aggressive, is exaggerated, is abusive, is full of violence. Okay, so help your teenager to understand that this is not research. But do you feel like what this person, what you've, like I said, understand what they already know. Your teenagers must have seen these pictures, they must have seen these videos, and help them to, say their mind. Do you think it's okay to be violent like this, or do you even expect that when you marry, your wife or your husband should treat you this way? Do you get? Have that conversation in that manner. Try to help them to sympathize with these people, and also help them to understand that pornography tries to reduce we human beings down to our bodies. Like, it emphasizes the macho-ness of the man, the slenderness of the female character, and all that. So making you feel like if you don't have that kind of body figure, you're not going to enjoy sex, which is very, very wrong. So you help them to understand what pornography is. It's just an exploitative industry that is making money out of people that watch them. It's not necessarily something that they should emulate. Also, pornography has a way of occupying their mind and distracting them from their studies and other goals that they want to achieve in life. So these are the kind of discussions you should have with your teens, and help them to understand dangers of pornography in a way that the message is going to sink in without making them feel less loved, without making them feel shameful. Also, you have to leave the door open. The door, help them to know that if eventually they stumble on pornography again or mistakenly watch it again, that they can always come to talk to you about it, so that they don't go feeling, mommy has talked about this thing the way you talked about it, so when they now stumble on it again, they don't come back to you and tell you what they've seen. Help them to understand that whatever they see, whatever they come across again, they should come to you. Another thing I like you to also note as a parent is that your teenager may be exposed to pornography by their friends. So you also want to find out if it's their friends that's showing them pornography. Then you help your teen to understand that, I know that this friendship is important to you, but if this friendship does not value what you value, does not have respect for what you believe in, then it is okay to say no, turn down that friendship and walk away, and keep yourself sane, keep your mind sane. If you have to lose a friend to stay away from pornography, it is totally okay. So help your teens to understand that. Okay, again, if your teenager is telling you that they are feeling sexual urges, they want to have sex and they want to know more about sex, help them to understand that it's normal to feel that way, but that watching pornography is not the way to satisfy their sexual urges. Okay, teach them what to do. You are their parents, you have a better influence over them, you know better than they do, so tell them how to go about it rather than to watch pornography. One more thing, I like our parents to understand that while you may want to restrict your teenagers access to the internet because maybe you discover that they are watching pornography, maybe you want to feel like you should seize their phone or seize their laptop, I don't think that is the best approach, because sometimes when you seize their laptop or seize their phone or stop them from using the internet, you make them build this shield. Like, they just now keep everything to themselves. They now keep it secret. They will be angry that you don't trust them enough not to watch pornography. So I don't think that restricting their access to the internet is the best approach. Rather, help them to understand how dangerous pornography is to their health, how it can affect their sexual choices in the future, and how it does not promote healthy sex. Tell them everything that they need to know and teach them to be respectful. Teach them about having a godly relationship. Teach them about, a relationship that is built on trust, that is built on respect, and that sex is not something that should be done by force. You are the parents. You have influence over your teens. Tell them this is as it is. Don't try to quote it. Don't try to sugarcoat. Don't try to cover it up. Break it down to them. Teach your teenager from an early stage. For example, if they have younger ones, talk to them about sex. Talk to them about sexuality. Research shows that from the age of 6, from the age of 4, children are already exposed to pornography. Children are already exposed to sex scenes and all that. So you cannot run away from it. You can't just assume that your child is safe. You can't just assume that your teenager is safe. You have to talk about these things. The benefit of talking to your teenagers first about sexuality is that you're giving them a good foundation, so that even when they step out there and somebody tells them something different, they already have knowledge about it, so they already know the truth. Okay, so nobody can easily deceive them and lure them to the bed of fornication, because they know the truth. You've already taught them these things, and you've already given them principles from God's word that they should live by. So please, I don't think you should restrict the access to their mobile devices or the internet. I don't think that is going to help at all. Alright, so that's what I have for you in this video. I hope you got value. If you did, please share it with your friends. Also like this video so that many more people will get to see it. If you're yet to subscribe, please subscribe and pin the notification bell so you can get notified when I upload more interesting videos. That said, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.